Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Metals and Energy Report, and starting with copper here. And yes, well, as you know, we've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here for wave 1. We've been looking for an A and a B and a C wave here. Now, gold and silver will be doing the same thing as well here. So it's kind of, this is a much clearer pattern than gold or silver, but just kind of think that those two markets are also having their first leg down, and wave B and wave C to come for those markets as well. So in looking at those markets, starting with gold, so the correction here is well, first of all, it's not finished. So this little pattern here is corrective, and it may go higher, but it will come lower as well, and it can be part of this leg here. You know, we're still expecting a correction down here. Yes, it is possible that this top here is just a wave 3, and that means that we would only pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree here and then move up from there. But we don't have to worry about that yet, because silver and copper haven't been doing the same things as well. Now, the other point too is that this is obviously this find the balance point within that correction, and if you get a break above that, then you can go long and you'll be in that third wave from that point. But as it stands, we're still in the correction, so just tread lightly. It's not matured. When it's matured, then we can move into it. Otherwise, we'll break the top and you can move into it at that point. The silver market's the same as well. The move down here is swift, and it's probably an impulse wave. The move up through here, taking a closer look at it, you can see that it's got overlapping wave structures, so it's corrective, and yes, it may go higher, but we still got to kind of allow it to do its thing. I mean, this trend here needs to be corrected and rebalanced, and this little bit here is not enough to rebalance that whole trend there, unless something's happening in left field that we're unaware of. But and if that is the case, the top of group 1 here, if that develops a nice support on a nice tested support, then you can go long from there. But otherwise, whatever the count is, expect it, down to here at minimum, so that's that. Not ready yet, that's the bottom line. Okay, so the energy sector, start with crude. It appears that it's moving up, which is good, and developing support on 46.50 here is it creates an opportunity here. So once you get the corrective pattern across this level, open it up on a 5-minute chart or 15-minute chart, and see, you'll have the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, then a little correction, and then find support on it. Then you can go long again from that point there. The pattern across here, well, it's corrective, that's for sure, because it's got overlapping wave structures, and it's probably a triangle, unless we've got wave 1 up to here and wave 2 back to here. We'll see about that when we go up, but we're still looking at higher ground, and of course 50 is going to pull and skew the wave structure somewhat, but in textbook sort of fashion, we're looking for this move here to repeat itself from wherever the low is here, up into this space of group 1 here, and it certainly, this pattern's maturing. Also the other good thing, the wider the correction, the safer the next trend, because this will be the accumulation phase, and this is the distribution phase through here. The natural gas market is weak, as you know. So from wave 2 here, I was looking for a retracement back, and we may get it from here, but in 5 waves down from here to here. But in pulling it apart, it just seems that there's more for this wave 1 to play out down here in 5 waves. So I was looking at this as 1 and 2 here, and all of the third wave in here, consolidation, retesting. What was support here will eventually become resistance, and then a drop down lower from here. So it's probably not until over here we'll get this wave 2 coming into the 61.8% and then down from that point there. But look, I'm not really sure what to sort of say or do about that, but it's certainly still in this trend coming down, and we'll be looking at the 25 here or just above that there on this trend line here. But obviously markets get pulled 2 numbers. It just needs to reject the I call it a 65 number. You'll see it. Well, we're just looking at it in crude then, weren't we? You know, same. It's the same number, the little 65 in between 2 other numbers. It always carries a lot of weight, and it's just worth. I know I harp on about it, but it's worth noting because it's usable. All right. Well, that's it really. So yeah, it's just waiting for a setup for gold and silver and copper. The oil can push higher, but just remember that the US dollar is really looking quite strong. They can run together. That's not a problem. The supply and demand can overtake price. That's not a problem. But you just need to recognize what are the influences and how much are they impacting, if any, and to what degree, and then you can kind of make other decisions based on that. And as such as, you know, if it's weak, it's going to spend more time at a particular number. If it's strong, well, then it's not going to spend as much time there. So it would be more shallow and whatnot. Okay, cheers.